Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to WWE 2K16. And welcome to the Intercontinental Championship Division. In the last episode, I asked you guys to give me your opinions on whether we should stay in NXT and have our match with Hideo Itami, or move on to bigger and better things. And a lot of you guys left comments in the video, which I do appreciate. And all of you said that we needed to move on from NXT and stop fighting the same people. I'll let you guys know what I decided to do is off camera, I fought until the next NXT Arrival pay-per-view. And during that time, guys, man, I beat the absolute crap out of Hideo Itami. I had a lot of matches against him and Kevin Owens, and anytime Hideo had a match that wasn't against me, I'd lay him out on the stage with the DDT and sneak attack him. The only other matches I had that weren't against Hideo or Kevin Owens is I had a match against Rusev, which was interesting and random, and also a match against, or a triple threat match against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Now, I won all my matches, and during the interview segments with Renee, even Renee was like, well, what are you going to do to Hideo Itami at the pay-per-view? And when we got to the pay-per-view, I was ready. We're going to start the episode with that as our last NXT match. Non-title match against Kevin Owens. And I just ran out of patience, and we're moving on. So I spent a lot of XP. We've got overall stats of 77 right now, which we can definitely do better. And we also have the Authority boxes unlocked. Now, the Authority are going to give certain quests, and we have to try and do those to gain favor with the Authority. If we don't, well, then the Authority dislikes us and things become unpleasant for our boy Marcus here. So we need to use a foreign object during the match. We get an SP reward of 100, which I guess is okay. And our first match is going to be on SmackDown against Fandango. Now, in terms of who I'm going to feud with first, one person who really hates me is Jack Swagger, and he's in the Intercontinental Championship rankings, and I figure he's going to be the first person we're going to sneak attack. But for right now, we've got to go to the dance floor with Mr. Fandango here. The former Johnny Curtis. And hopefully we will make a good first impression with the fans. Now, Jack Swagger really hates me, and Rusev really hates me. Now, I figure the hatred in regards to Rusev is because I have Lana as a manager. Oh, did you see that spin? Very nice. Now, Fandango has just as many reversals as I do. So we need to be aware of that. We only have one chance to make a first impression here. So we need to show the mainstream WWE crowd that there is a new dog in the yard, to use an Undertaker phrase. And this guy is skilled and nasty and better than all of them. The fans and the wrestlers. And doing good so far. Laying the smackdown on Fandango. There's a reversal. Lots of move variety, which is good. Now, I have the ability when I do that underhook facebuster now to roll into a pin, which I was going to do for his original finisher change. But now we have that on backup in case we absolutely need it. I actually used that to win a few matches off camera. Speaking of NXT, guys, holy crap, man. NXT TakeOver London was an amazing show. I have yet to see an NXT pay-per-view, for lack of a better term, that was not absolutely amazing. And the crowd was one of the best wrestling crowds I've seen. It was an amazing show, great matches, just how NXT is shot, and interviews, and just how the wrestlers portray themselves is so much better than the main roster. And I know people hear that and probably roll their eyes if they haven't seen it, but I strongly suggest if you guys get a chance to watch NXT and you haven't, do so, because it's gonna change. It's gonna be probably one of your favorite things. And they're able to get so much in 2 hours on their pay-per-views. They had 5 incredible matches that they gave a lot of time to, and it's just so good. And I'm not saying that as, you know, a jaded WWE fan. I'm saying that like I have a friend who watches matches with me, okay? And I got him into wrestling a year or two ago. So all he's seen is WWE. And he's heard my stories about how wrestling used to be. But he actually looks forward to the NXT shows infinitely more than he does WWE shows. He thinks the NXT stuff. And keep in mind, this is not a jaded wrestling fan who's seen other productions. He just thinks the stuff makes more sense, and he's a casual viewer. So if NXT and these takeover specials are any indication on how things are going to be when Triple H kind of takes the reins, no pun intended there, I think it is going to be so good. Power to the punch. My Wi-Fi network connection has been lost for some reason. That's unfortunate. Now we need to get a foreign object out and be able to use it. So let's go ahead. Ooh, the sledgehammer. We will drop that down here and knock out the ref. Holy crap. Did you guys see that? I lost a lot of faction, or a lot of match quality that way. And for some reason, I cannot knock out that ref. And I'm pretty certain I could end the match right here if I wanted to. And I'm not reversing, unfortunately. Nice sleeper slam by Fandango. There we go. There's some good back and forth. I guess we can go ahead and do our normal stuff. Stomp on him. Let him know what's what. But I'm curious. The one thing that they are really good about reversing are turnbuckle spots. There's the forearm. Let's go for the flare knee. There we are. Okay, now I'm kind of curious if there's any way to control Lana. I'm pressing buttons to see if maybe she can distract the ref. But I think it's completely random when Lana decides to get involved. What an amazing crowd. He's too good inside the ring to be out on the floor for long. Okay. That ref is a no-seller. What's he gonna do here? What's he gonna do here? From the John Cena School of Refereeing. He's showing no signs of letting up. He got him. Not sure what to do. I need to get in really good with the authority. Is my issue. And I'm pretty sure that one heart punch, a heart punch and a DDT, is definitely going to be the end of Fandango here. So let's grab that. Wait for... Okay, let's give it a shot. Ah! Well, wow. Just landed on the sledgehammer. That's not nice. Well, I guess they wouldn't call them challenges otherwise, if they weren't somewhat hard to do. You can bet every superstar on the roster is crowded around the monitors in the back to see which one. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, he blocked it. Oh, I'm out of... He just used his signature. Look how slow he is. That's not good. That was some makes the cover. Don't get me wrong, I have no worries we'll be able to kick out, but there's no need for this. King Fandango is showing a mean streak we've never seen before. Okay, another power of the punch. There we are. Now let's get that foreign object. Or international object, as it was briefly known in WCW. a long time ago.
Another great SmackDown. Thank you for choosing to join us tonight. Oh, that might have broken
Okay,
the nose.
ref.
Fandango floored.
He knows. He knows what's
Hey,
up.
where's your fancy footwork now, Fandango? Boy, he is
Okay,
really
apparently he
tired
does not
now.
know what's up.
That tank of his has to be reading empty. It has to be, King. But
Are you gonna try and?
This guy's kicks
There's
are
a
so impactful.
royal kick. All right, Lana, need your assistance, please. I'm not getting DQ'd in my first match.
I don't think so.
Is there some way I can knock out the
He
ref?
just got laid out.
Maybe? Oh, holy crap. Yep, he's a John Cena ref, all right.
These guys are giving it their all here tonight, not just to entertain the fans, but to ultimately walk away with the win.
And I'm just sitting here chopping beef on Fandango.
What are you doing? We got a match going on here. Wow, Fandango. Talk about bringing
What am I going
something
to do
down.
here, guys?
Those moves don't
Oh, he's
work
going
out
for his
long,
finisher.
but they add up. And boy, have they add from the top.
Too late.
Leg drop. Fandango's going to dance right to victory here. Fandango's used to dancing and to victories.
News is,
I'd say that's more
we're going to get
embarrassing than
potentially a
anything
4-star
else.
match with Fandango here. So, let's go ahead and DDT him.
There it is. Prince got it. Well, it looks like we'll crown Prince our winner here tonight.
Lana is pleased. Let's get this sledgehammer.
Gonna have to compartmentalize some of the pain that's been dished out.
Okay.
Find a way to
Lana,
forge
need your
on.
assistance.
Oh, after that, you're not seeing stars, you're looking at constellations. I don't
You know
how
what?
much
Hold
longer
on a
he's
second.
gonna
I'm
be
going to
able
see if there's
go.
any way that we can control... Oh! Oh! Oh, no!
He's swinging
Okay,
for the
there we
fences
go.
with that sledgehammer. Another shot
We just
for
did what needed done.
This is when you know you'll pull out anything
So I'm going to go ahead and end this match right here.
for good.
Nope, never mind. Fandango had other plans for us. Looks like we've just been in a hardcore match.
This could do it. Maybe it.
Well, that was some interesting drama.
Absorbing a little bit of punishment here.
No, sir.
Overly concerned
You
about
mind your P's and
This
Q's.
is what makes him one of the best in the business. Ow.
Hit that chair. Yeah, get those foreign objects out of the way, ref. That's going to hurt someone if they're not careful.
What a match.
And
Oh no. We know what
this is it.
There it is. Prince got it. Well, it looks like we'll crown Prince our winner here.
Make him bleed.
The DDT
Make
for the
him
victory.
bleed.
You're right about that, Cole. This one's almost history.
All right, let's roll over here. It was tiring trying to knock that ref out.
He's going for the pin. This could be it. I think he's got him. What a tremendous victory.
Now that should get us in good with Steph and Trips. I'm hoping.
There was no love lost in that match. And here's some highlights from the... We may be looking at the match of the year. A couple of highlights
And
here.
there it
Let's
is.
check 'em out.
Well, it's a 4.5-star match against Fandango. That's nothing to sneeze at. And it would have been more had we not lost that 500 for using the face buster on the ref in the first place.
What a victory. It'll be interesting to see the fallout following this big singles.
And
tonight.
I'm not sure. I think Lana actually dislikes me a little less. And Fandango dislikes me much so. Use a foreign object. So, our first match, we beat the crap out of Fandango. Pretty much eat his finisher, kick out.
Please welcome my guest tonight.
Not too shabby.
Let's talk about what happened out there tonight. The rumor is that you're currently injured. Are you at 100% right now?
What? I injure people.
Am I injured? You got this twisted. I'm the one that injures people.
Did you see what I
You're
did to
asking
the
wrong
dancer with the
guy that
sledgehammer?
question. You know what? Save that question for the next person I beat down. I'm sure he can talk about what injury I give him.
I'm curious if these authority tests are going to... And they're probably going to make the matches a lot harder,
There
but
you
a
have
lot
it.
more
Back to you,
interesting.
Cole.
So I might actually lose a single match or two. Let's see if that actually pumped us up the ratings. Or the rankings, not the ratings. We all know that Marcus Prince equals ratings. So, well, there's our target right there. The Intercontinental Champion. Now, I want to see... There's Ryback against Dolph Ziggler. Ah, alright. Well, we can go ahead and make ourselves known to Ryback, but let's not do that right now. I want to see who won. Undertaker beat Sting. Okay. That was a match to give away on free TV. And now our first Raw. Again, oh dear. And we're favorable with the authority. Get your opponent's body health to red during your match. 400 SP reward. Now that we can do. However, it's going against Cesaro, which is going to be very, very interesting. We're still number 10 in the rankings, unfortunately. And anyone here that we need to... No. Let's just... The Rock against Dean Ambrose? Wow. You have some interesting matchups here. Oh, we're about to get attacked by someone. This is not giving us an entrance. Let's see what happens here. It's like, who is going to be the first person to tick off Marcus Prince on the main roster? I actually wanted to see what would happen if I fought the Swiss Superman. In Virginia Beach, survey says... Who's going to be that guy?
Well, it looks like Fandango is going to get involved with this.
Really?
God, I feel like we just witnessed an ambush. Good Lord, I can't believe this. Come on.
And I didn't get a chance to reverse, unfortunately. Alrighty.
And he's decided to take on all comers.
If I have to make a first impression by beating the crap out of this dancer, I've got no qualms. No qualms at all. Got to knock him past the green to win. That's how I found out these sneak attacks work. And Fandango is not fighting back, fortunately.
Out here, you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you can find yourself in a world of hurt.
And chop block.
Well, we're on the move here.
And here's a elbow drop for your trouble.
Once you get out of the ring, anything can happen.
That didn't work out for you, now did it?
Concrete, the barricades, and all of it can be used to cause massive damage.
Now, Fandango is a face, despite the fact that he was a friend of mine. So beating the crap out of a face will go a long way in getting me established, I think. Yeah, he absolutely despises me now. But it looks like I have earned the good graces of Eric Rowan, Sheamus, Bray Wyatt, and Brock Lesnar.
Please welcome my guest tonight. Let's talk about Fandango.
I hate dancing, Renee.
How do you feel about him ambushing you tonight during your own match?
My matches are the best, nothing new here. He got me heated.
How dare he attack me during my match? I'm the best thing happening in the WWE today. My matches are masterpieces.
Preach.
And he took that away from the WWE universe today. He's going to regret doing that.
Yeah, he prevented a match against Marcus and Cesaro. That would have been awesome.
You two have been clashing a lot lately. Is this turning into a rivalry for you?
You know what? Might as well.
If you really look at it, this is a rivalry between the two brightest superstars.
But saying
in the
that you
WWE
want to
today.
fight
I have
lowers your
news for him.
egotistical
I
and
will not
disrespectful. Now,
lose.
don't get me wrong, I
don't
have
care
that
what
in
happens
droves.
tonight, next week,
But
or
in
at
order
the
to make the
pay-per-view.
rivalry happen,
I'm coming out on
I've got
top, and there is nothing he can do about
to
it.
do it.
There you have it. Back to you guys.
Hello, Dean. Congratulations on your Intercontinental Championship victory. Now, in terms of the NXT show, 2 hours, 5 matches, not a bad match in the bunch. There was Asuka against Emma, which opened the show, and that's awesome to open a hot show like that with a women's match. And both women did an amazing job. Oh, hello there, Fandango. I guess it's a tit-for-tat kind of situation, huh? Well, I guess against Finn Balor, too. The more things change, the more things stay the same. Let's go ahead and return the favor. But you had Asuka against Emma, which was a very good match. Then you had Dawson and Wilder against Big Cass and Enzio, and that was a really good match. A lot of people thought that it was going to be a title change. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case, but it was still a really, really good match. And then there was Apollo Crews versus Baron Corbin, which the ending surprised a lot of people. And I have to say, well, hold on a second. Let's go ahead and...
We knew he might make an appearance tonight. Hey, what's this? Oh, come on. What we're witnessing here...
Hello, friend.
Oh, well, we had a feeling this could happen. I knew this was going to happen.
Attack me on Raw, my first Raw, and you had to be that guy.
He is making his intentions clear right now.
Oh, Russian leg sweep him off the stage. You know how awesome that would be?
Oh, come on.
And now,
Really necessary.
since we have a signature, let's let the Raw crowd know what the Superstar Prince is all about and how we deal with peasants.
Well, looks like we'll crown Prince our winner here tonight. Will it be enough for the win?
This is wonderful. Sometimes you have to take
How's
what
that for
you're
domination?
doing that right now.
What a finish in
But as I was saying, it's very interesting to see how Baron Corbin has advanced. And other than his match with Bull Dempsey, I don't remember at what pay-per-view it was, he's had good matches with Rhino, he's had good matches with Samoa Joe, and he had a really good match against Apollo Crews. So we'll get to see where Baron Corbin goes from here, because I think his next target is going to be the NXT Championship. All right. More establishing ourselves.
Please welcome my guest tonight. Let's talk about Fandango.
We just talked about Fandango on the same
You
show.
went out there and ambushed him tonight. Why did you do that?
Because he did it to me first, Renee. You sick?
He makes me sick.
There we go.
He thinks he's a WWE superstar? I'm trying to show him that he is beneath me.
And then they
That
had
I
the
am
match
on a
against
whole
Nia
other
Jax,
level than
who
him.
reminds me a lot
Nothing
of a very
annoys me
green,
more
awesome
than an
Kong.
overrated,
I mean, she's very,
overhyped,
very green,
talentless
and you can
guy
tell
like
that, but
himself.
she has a lot
Done here.
of room to improve. And if she does improve, she's going to be very, very nasty
Thanks for
against
the time.
Bailey.
Back to
And
you.
that was a very interesting match. A lot of people, it wasn't Bailey versus Sasha by any stretch of the imagination, but it was a very different type of match, and we were very entertained by it. And then we saw Finn Balor against Samoa Joe, and that was amazing. Finn Balor's entrance was amazing. It was in London. I'm not going to kind of spoil it, but check it out if you guys get the chance. It was just such a good show. And Joe's been revitalized, definitely. He's been wrestling so good, so well since he's come to NXT. So, we're back on SmackDown. We've been on the main roster for a week. And we are now locked in a rivalry with Fandango, of all people. But we got to start somewhere. And we are going to be wrestling, the inspirational Bo Dallas. Now, oh, we didn't get a chance to knock Cesaro down. Win a match with all green health for all body parts. Ooh. Well, that'll be a challenge, but we will see if we can do it in the next episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help, and we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.